If manifestation has not been working for you, it might be because you are obsessed with the future. Because the more you chase the future version of yourself, the more you reinforce this idea that who you are right now is not enough. The more you chase the future version of you that wants to have money, the more you reinforce with your energy that you don't have the money right now. So, this might sound counterintuitive, but manifestation is not about the future. It is actually about the present moment. We usually associate manifestation with creating some change for the future, maybe attracting a new relationship, maybe earning more money, having a better job. And of course, manifestation is about that. But the whole process of bringing about this change, this process of attracting something new into your life, can only happen in the present moment. This is the Life Reimagined podcast. I'm Aditi Goyal, and this is your space to explore growth, healing, and living life on your own terms. Because sometimes all it takes is one conversation to shift everything. You might have heard of the term embodiment. It is something that is very commonly talked about when it comes to manifestation. And embodiment is basically the act of feeling like you already are this future version of yourself. So you walk around like you already have the job, the love, the money. And of course, that is a very big factor in being able to attract those things into your life. But when I learned about this concept of embodiment and I applied it, I actually missed out on a very key component of it that I wish someone taught me back then. So for me, manifestation became all about the future. It was all about when I have that extra money, I will be happy. So let me try and feel happiness now so that it will come true in the future. So my focus was completely wrong, right? It was about, okay, I am going to be happy in the future when I have that. So let me try and manufacture that feeling. Let me try and embody that feeling so that it can come true. And when it didn't work, I would obviously feel discouraged, unmotivated, like, why is this not happening? Maybe this stuff just doesn't work. But what I misinterpreted was that embodiment was about feeling good right now, feeling good about what I already had, and then pairing it up with this vision of what I want more of. So it was not necessarily to manufacture feeling of abundance, of love, or of success, just so that I can attract it in the future. But it was about feeling the fullness of what already is in my life and then expanding that feeling into the future goal. So let me explain, okay, to make things a little bit more clear. So let's take an example of trying to manifest more money. So if you make a sale, you get happy about it, but then your mind returns to what you want the number to be. You want to be making, say, 10 sales a day, and you probably sit there and trying to imagine yourself making 10 sales a day and trying to force that feeling of abundance and success and manufacturing that feeling of success. And that is the way most people go about it, and that is the way that I went about it as well. But there is a better, easier, and a more effective way, right? So when I make that sale, even though it's nowhere closer to where I want to be, I can allow myself to really take it in. I can feel those emotions of joy, of success, of achievement so fully, even with just that one sale, that I'm actually feeling really great. I'm actually feeling proud of myself. I'm actually feeling like I'm successful. And then when in that feeling of joy and success, and then pair it up with this vision of making 10 sales a day every day. So I'm not trying to manufacture any feeling. I'm using my present reality as a catalyst, and I am using those emotions that are very naturally created if I focus in the present moment, and then using that to expand into the future. Okay, because what this also teaches you to do is to appreciate what already is instead of being in a place where I'm constantly chasing more, right? So I'm able to now appreciate that one sale and really feel the fullness of it instead of being upset about, oh, why didn't I have 10 sales that day? And the irony is that when I can feel the success and the joy, or whatever feeling it is that I'm trying to create without the manifestation being there, and I stop needing that particular reality, that particular manifestation to feel the joy, that's exactly when it comes, right? And this is actually called as the law of detachment, and it is one of the seven spiritual laws of manifestation that I teach in my course, and you can find the link below if you are interested to explore this roadmap of using universal principles to create my life the way I want to. And coming back to sum it up, you always manifest from the present by feeling good right now. Not when I have more money, not when I have that dream relationship, not when I have that new job. So you want to pick the feelings that you're actually craving from the manifestation and find ways to feel them authentically in your life right now and expand from there. So we might think that we actually want the money, we want the relationship, we want the job, but what we are craving is the feeling behind them, right? So we want to feel free, we want to feel successful, we want to feel joyful, we want to feel loved. So how can I feel successful or loved or joyful in my life right now? And I know a lot of y'all might be thinking right now that there's really nothing in my life right now that I can feel successful about or that I can feel joyful about. But I want you to pause and really ask yourself if that is actually true, or it is just a illusion that your mind has created. It is just a perception that your mind has created because it is so busy chasing that future reality that it has stopped thinking that joy is possible in the present moment, right? But if you can become committed enough to feel joy in the present moment, not sometime in the future, not when you have XYZ, but right now, it becomes very easy to pick these moments in your daily life that do make you feel those particular emotions and to allow yourself to really fully feel them. So, if you're trying to call in more money, feel the fullness of the money that you already have right now. How can you feel the fullness of it? How can you enjoy it way more when you spend it instead of feeling scarcity when you spend it? Or if you're looking for love, how can you feel love more fully right now in existing moments with your friends, with your family? And then expand from that by envisioning yourself with a partner, right? Not from a scarcity, not from I will be happy then, but how do I expand from this present moment? So that is basically the key of manifestation, combining the joy of the present moment with the future vision. Okay. So before you close this video, I want you to pick one thing that you already have, whether it be money, whether it be love, whether it be success, and sit with it for 60 seconds. Feel the fullness in your body completely of the joy, of the gratitude that it creates, and then expand that into the future vision. Expand that feeling by envisioning your future reality, because that is how manifestation actually works.